Hey guys, welcome back to another pickups video, this time for the month of April of 2014, in which I did not pick up any new release or any new releases. In fact, I'm not really sure what high-profile games came out this month, to be honest, but I did pick up a few, I don't want to use the word rare, but a few uncommon PlayStation 3 games, because I figured it's getting to the point where the PlayStation 3 is getting near to the end of its life cycle with the PS4 out. So I really wanted to get some of the most uncommon games for the system, just to, in order not to have any regrets in the future. So I'm gonna start with an import game that, which is something I usually don't do. I hardly ever import games, but I'm here to share this with you guys. And that game is Saint Seiya Sanctuary Battle for the PlayStation 3. This game came out in pretty much every region except North America. And this game is based on the anime of the same name, Saint Seiya. It's a very violent type of anime released, I believe, in the 80s in Japan. And this anime has a very big cult following in South America, Latin America, and parts of Europe. In fact, it's more popular than Dragon Ball Z, or the Dragon Ball series in general, in a lot of countries. So this is part of my childhood. I remember watching the show and having a lot of fond memories. So if you guys haven't watched the show, make sure you give it a shot. It might be a little bit dated when compared to some other animes out there, but very fun to watch. And the game, it's supposed to be pretty fun. It's supposed to be some kind of a brawler, hack and slash type of game, similar to the Dynasty Warrior games, I believe. So I'm excited to try this. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of the show, and as a kid I would watch the entire anime show. So I'm excited to have the game, and I got a really good deal for this through Amazon.uk. This is the European version of the game, and I bought this from a third-party seller from that website. So I'm very happy to have this in my collection, and I'm very excited to give this one a shot. So Saint Seiya Sanctuary Battle for the PlayStation 3. Now I'm going to talk about the uncommon games. Again, I don't want to use the word rare because they can easily be purchased, but I think you guys, if you're interested in the following games, should get them sooner than later. The first of which is Metal Gear Solid: The Legacy Collection. This is a must-have for any Metal Gear fan out there. I'm not a huge fan of the series. The only game that I have beaten so far is the first one for the PlayStation 1. But I do like the series. It's just I played other games in the past, such as 2, 3, 4, but I never managed to beat them. So this is the perfect place for me to start. It has all the games, including the ones that came out for the NES or something like that, and it also has Peace Walker for the PSP and a bunch of other goodies, such as an art book, very well presented. It has artwork from previous games in the series with legends and whatnot. So I did pay normal regular price for this, but it is rumored that this game is not going to be printed anymore, similarly to like the Metroid Prime trilogy, which it had a rerun as of late from GameStop, but don't be surprised if this game goes up in price in the near future. So I decided to be safe and pick this up for the regular retail price, and I'm happy because I think it's worth it for 50 bucks, having all the Metal Gear games released so far, with the exception of the Phantom demo, whatever it's called. I think it's a really good deal, so pretty happy to have this in my collection right now. The next uncommon game is one that I'm not happy for the amount that I paid for this, and that game is Deadly Premonition. Unfortunately, I freaked out because I wanted this game for so long, and I checked out Amazon, they were sold out. I checked Newegg, they were sold out. I pretty much checked everywhere and they were sold out of this game. So I freaked out a little bit and I bought it used for $34, which is not a very good deal. But again, better be safe than sorry. I've heard many good things about this game from people that I really respect here in the YouTube gaming community. However, professional reviews for this game were not very good. This game got horrible scores, It's an I guess an action game that you have to solve crime investigations. I'm not really sure about the game. All I know is that it's Japanese. It's a little bit wacky, and you know, it has somewhat of a cult following, if you will. So I really wanted to get this game before it, you know, goes out of print or whatever. But happy to have this now. Not very happy for how much I paid for this, but I'm glad to have it in the collection. The next game is one that a lot of people were looking desperately for this within the Another Gaming podcast community. In their Facebook page, people were, you know, pretty much searching for this game left and right, and that game is Nier by Square Enix. A game with a very unique art look and art direction, and I wanted this game for the longest time. And again, I don't really like paying full price for a lot of games, so I was waiting for this to drop down in price, and before you know it, Amazon is out of stock, which usually Amazon is a pretty good dictator of pricing. If they run out of stock of something, you know, resellers, they up their value considerably. So GameStop had a buy two get one free promotion like a few days ago, so I decided to search, and I had to go through like to 4 different GameStops before I found one that had a copy, and this is in very good condition. Still has a sticker, but I'll get rid of it. And this is supposed to be some people like it, some people hate it, but I've heard this game has a very awesome soundtrack and a very unique art direction. So I'm excited to have it in the collection, and I'm excited to give this one a go. Now, as part of the buy two get one free sale, this is not an uncommon game. That's the end of the uncommon games for the PS3. As part of that sale, I decided to get Dark Souls. Everybody seems to be pretty busy playing Dark Souls 2, but despite me being a huge fan of Demon Souls, I love that game, put over 200 hours into it. For some reason, I never picked up Dark Souls, which is very strange. So instead of forking $60 for the new Dark Souls game out there, I decided to go back and get the you know, the first one, and this is supposed to be a great game. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to tackle through this soon, but happy to have it in the collection if I feel like playing it. So Dark Souls for the PlayStation 3. And the free game that I got as part of that deal is Splatterhouse. Doomwaves picked this game up not too long ago, and he enjoyed it pretty much. So I did some research, and the game sounds like it's over-the-top, gory type of game, and I believe this includes the original Splatterhouse game. So I'm excited to, you know, play this at one point in the near future. So this was the I guess the free game from the GameStop promotion. So Splatterhouse for the PlayStation 3. And now to round up my PlayStation 3 pickups, this is a game that again I've been interested to play this game for quite some time, ever since I saw Pete Dorr include this in his top 10 list for, I think, 2012 games, and that game is Asura's Wrath. Recently, Stephen the Laggy Gamer did a video about it. Also, Crack Lotus did a review of this game, and I'm pretty happy to have this now. You can get this game for very cheap, and that was my goal, getting this game for really cheap, because I've heard that in order to watch the true ending of the game, you have to buy it via DLC, which is a pretty messed up practice by Capcom, if you ask me. Capcom published the game, so I've heard this game has a crazy story. It's kind of like watching an anime, and again, you have to buy the true ending via DLC. So I figure I needed to get this game for cheap. That way, I can, you know, fund the purchase of the DLC content. But I'm excited to try this because it's not a very long game, I don't think. So I'm gonna try and tackle through this pretty soon. So Asura's Wrath for the PlayStation 3. And to round out my PlayStation 3 pickups, I bought this, the Best of the PlayStation Network. This is a collection of 4 PSN titles that are highly regarded. It's When Vikings Attack, Sound Shapes, Tokyo Jungle, and Fat Princess. And I primarily bought this for 2 games that I was mainly interested in. The first one being Sound Shapes, which is I think it's some kind of rhythm platformer. I have not played the game yet, but I'm very excited to play it because I like platformers and I've heard good things about the game. So, and the other one is Tokyo Jungle too. I was kind of a little bit unlucky because Tokyo Jungle, right after I purchased this game right here, it went on sale on for PlayStation Plus members, I think, for 99 cents. So I did pay 20 bucks for this, but I think it's not bad considering all 4 games are supposed to be fun, and I'm looking forward to playing, you know, Sound Shapes and Tokyo Jungle specifically. So this is the best of PlayStation Network Volume 1. And now let's step away from the PlayStation 3 a little bit, and I have here Batman Blackgate for the PlayStation Vita. I'm not sure if I showed this in my previous pickups video, but if I didn't, well, here it is. The game dropped down in price because they released these digitally, and it's only like 20 bucks right now for both the Vita and the 3DS version. So happy to have this. I'm a huge fan of the Arkham games. However, I have not heard good things about this game. This is a little bit different. It's supposed to be a Metroidvania type of game. So I'm excited to find out why it's not as good. And who knows, maybe I'll end up liking this game. So Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate for the PlayStation Vita. And now we're gonna give a break. We're gonna get a break from the PlayStation and go to the Nintendo side. I only picked up 2 Nintendo, I guess, based games. The first one is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, a game that I did not pick up on day one, and I told myself I'm not gonna pick it up until I beat the first Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Nintendo Wii. But it was on sale at Best Buy, and the game looks great, and it has David Wise back doing the soundtrack of the game, so I could not resist, and I purchased this game right here. And I'm gonna reserve my judgment for my impressions video when I beat this game, but so far I'm not really enjoying it as much as I thought I would. I have many gripes with this game, and in my opinion, both this game and the first one for the Wii, they fall really short of the original trilogy on the Super Nintendo. They're just different. You know, even though they have the Donkey Kong characters and the setting and the jungle and whatever, they feel a little bit different, and I'm not a big fan of just the overall gameplay of this game. So again, I'm playing this, and I'm gonna try and do an impressions video once I beat this game, but not very happy with it, to be honest, which is something rare because I love platformers and I love Nintendo platformers, but I'm just not feeling anything with this game right here. And the last game that I have to show you guys is one game for the Nintendo DS, and it's a Suda51 game called Flower, Sun and Rain. This was published by Xseed here in North America, and this is a port of a PlayStation 2 title that it only came out in Japan, and for some reason, instead of making a PS2 North American version, they ported it to the Nintendo DS. I don't know too much about this game other than it's some kind of a mystery solving type of game where you have to solve puzzles, and I believe you have to solve a crime in this hotel on a tropical island or something like that. Not really sure what the exact plot of the game is, but supposedly it has a very interesting story. So pretty happy to have this, and as you guys know, I'm a big fan of Suda51, so pretty happy to have this in my collection. And lastly but not least, as far as digital purchases, the usual, I got some PlayStation Plus games this month. Castle of Illusion for the PlayStation 3 was free, so obviously I picked it up. Very fun platformer. They also had Batman Arkham City, which I already have the Wii U version. I already have the PlayStation 3 version on disc, so I didn't even bother downloading that. And as far as the Vita, man, I forgot. I'm lagging behind my PlayStation Plus backlog really bad. But I keep downloading the game. I keep purchasing them through PlayStation Plus, so I can download them later. But the one that I downloaded it and I was excited to play is right here. It's Castle of Illusion. You know, Mickey Mouse. It's a HD remake of a classic Genesis game. So pretty happy to have this. It's a short game, so I'm gonna beat it pretty soon. And other than that, that's it for this month. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.